Good evening, BookTube, YouTube. This is Johnny. I thought I'd make a video. I usually don't make a video 2 times in one day, but this afternoon I got the itch to go to a local thrift store to look at their used books, and I found some used books and I thought I'd just show them and so I can get them down the lower level. I don't like having books on my to be read pile since I'm not going to read them. I just collect them, and so I thought I would show those books, and so I can get them down the lower level, not having them pile up in the living room, because tomorrow I have decided. I said earlier in my last video that I wasn't going to go to Grand Rapids, Michigan with my wife. She was going to pick up our taxes at our tax man, and then she was going to go to Reform Heritage Books and buy books for her women's Bible study. But I thought I needed to get out of town, so I told her this evening that I would go with her tomorrow morning. We're going to be around 8 o'clock. So I'll probably get some books tomorrow as we're in Grand Rapids at Reform Heritage Books. I want to get a book on B.B. Warfield and a book on Herman Bavinck, and I might find some other books in Grand Rapids, so I don't want to get a huge stack of books on my to be read pile, or the books that I've been collecting for our library. So these are the books I collected today at the Gateway, which is the thrift store for Holland Rescue Mission. I picked up this book today, Maigret and the Spinster by Georges Simenon. He was a French detective writer, translated from the French by Elleen Edinburgh. As you know, I collect these editions of his crime novels, and I didn't have this one in our collection. And I collected the collected later poems of William Carlos Williams. This is a New Directions. Any book by New Directions I tend to buy. William Carlos Williams was a poet, and when Allen Ginsberg, the Beat poet, when he was friends with William Carlos Williams, and William Carlos Williams was a doctor there in New Jersey, and he really encouraged Allen Ginsberg and his writing poetry. So I got this. And then I picked up Genet, a biography by Edmund White. I had this already in paperback, but I found at the Gateway Center a really nice condition hardback, perfect condition. It goes for $35. I got it for $1. In this repertory biography of Genet, we have the first full-scale life of one of the great and controversial figures of the 20th century literature. Edmund White shows us the writer in all his glory as poet, dandy, homosexual, theft, a thug of genius, as Simenon Beauvoir called him. So yeah, I collect the writings of Genet, and I got this by Edmund. I collect the writings of Edmund White. So now I have a paperback edition, and I have a hardback edition. Then I found at the Gateway Center thrift store Angels and Insects Two Novellas by A.S. Bryant. I collect her writings. I already had this in paperback. I really like this vintage international edition, so I'll probably keep this with my A.S. Bryant collection. It's in perfect condition. Doesn't even look red. It's just in perfect condition. Really, it's only $1. Well, maybe less than $1. It goes for $21. Perfect condition. I bought this years ago at some thrift store or used book sale. And then I found a real gem. As I showed in my last video, I have a huge Henry James collection. One of my favorite novels is Portrait of a Lady by Henry James, and I found this travel memoir of Henry James, The American Scene. This was published in 1967 by Horizon Press. This was a true find. I paid only $4.74 for these books, and what this is about, when, as you all know, Henry James was an American, but he spent most of his life in Great Britain, and then he came to America in the 1904, 1905, and he traveled throughout America, and this is what his reflections on America in 1904, 1905, and I was really pleased to find this. This is a true find. So I found those books at the Gateway Center thrift store. Been writing in my diary tonight. I'm on page 198 for the year 2021. Listening to music. Listening to this CD tonight. This is by Alma Ruth Rodell and Thou. It's a collaboration. And it is 5:38 in the evening here in West Michigan. It is a Tuesday night. It is the February the 23rd. And I've been reading the Psalms. And I wanted to read Psalm 17 in the ESV translation, which reads, this morning I read the King James Version translation, and I thought I would read tonight a more modern translation of Psalm 17. Hear a just cause, O Lord, attend to my cry. Give ear to my prayer from the lips free of deceit. Lips free of deceit. Our lips should be free of deceit. From your presence let my vindication come. Let your eyes behold the right. You have tried my heart. You have visited me by night. By night. You have tested me, and you have find nothing. I have purposed that my mouth will not transgress. I have purposed that my mouth will not transgress. With regard to the works of man, by the word of your lips, I have avoided the ways of wickedness. Or wicked, the way of the wicked. I avoid the ways of the violent. Excuse me, I made the violent. My steps have held fast to your paths. My feet have not slipped. I call upon you, for you will answer me, O God. Incline your ear to me. Hear my words. Wondrously show your steadfast love, O Savior of those who seek refuge from their adversaries at your right hand. Keep me as the apple of your eye. Hide me in the shadow of your wings. From the wicked you do me violence, my deadly enemies who surround me. They close their hearts to pity. With their mouths they speak arrogantly. They have now surrounded our steps. They set their eyes, cast us to the ground. He is like a lion who, eager to tear, is a young lion lurking in ambush. Arise, O Lord, confront him, subdue him. Deliver my soul from the wicked by your sword. From men by your hand, O Lord, from men of the world whose portion is in this life. You fill their womb with treasure, and they are satisfied with children. They leave their abundance to their infants. As for me, I shall behold your face in righteousness. When I awake, I shall be satisfied with your likeness. So that's an ESV translation. My wife uses this translation when she's reading through the Bible throughout the year. I usually read the New King James Version or the King James Version. I just like the King James with New King James. So yeah, I went to thrift stores and found some books this afternoon, and tomorrow morning I told my wife that I would go with her to Grand Rapids, and maybe we'll find some more used books to add to our collection. Listening to music tonight, writing in my online diary, not my online diary, but my paper diary. My wife, it's going on 6 o'clock in the evening here in West Michigan. It is 5:43 now. I had a simple day. Reading, writing, watching the birds, going to thrift stores, talking to my wife, and just flowing quietly, silently on the death row. So thank you for the comments today. Thank you for the emails. Thank you for the new subscriptions. And I'll probably make a video this week showing the used books or books I bought in Grand Rapids tomorrow with my wife. And until next time, bye. Peace. Blessings. Bye.